Okay, so welcome to the first electrical course, first of 11 courses that are taught on electricity and electrical circuits. This first one is to get oriented with the very uh, simple DC circuits, the simplest circuits that you can build. Okay, but they become quite important in the more advanced courses as well, because in the more advanced courses, we have combinations of DC and AC circuits and digital circuits as well. So there are several different forms of electricity, and we will get through each of those. And as I mentioned, there are 11 courses that you could be taking, okay? And electronics is probably the most important technology that we have today, okay? So the more if you, once you learn all of this, you'll be worth quite a bit, okay? So good luck. And today, starting today, our first lesson is going to be to get more acquainted with some of the terminology used to measure the different parameters in electronics. Electronics is very mathematical, so we need to we do take measurements and we calculate voltages and resistances and currents and quite a few different things, variables that describe, that tell us whether a certain circuit is behaving the way it should be, the way it was designed to do. Is it doing the proper things? Okay, so let's take an example. We measure voltage a lot. Okay, voltage is the way that we actually measure circuits to find out if they're operating properly or not. Well, when you measure voltages, okay, a circuit can have as low a voltage as a microvolt. That's a millionth of a volt. Or it can even go as far as a nanovolt. A nanovolt, nanovolt, is a billionth of a volt, okay? So we will learn how we can actually measure those things, different circuit-wise. But in this today, we're just trying to get more acquainted with the mathematics, the numbering system that's used to measure. And speaking of voltage, we can go the other. Those are small voltages levels. When you get down to nanovolt and microvolt and even millivolts, that's small signals. Okay, small signals are small electrical impulses, right? But you can have very large electrical in the thousands of volts. When you get to thousands of volts, you're talking about kilovolts, what we call kilovolts, okay? And if we can have even higher than that, we can go up to megavolts, million volts of energy. That if we're going to produce enough voltage to run a city, for example, we need that kind of a power system. Okay, so our power system send out actually stuff in the kilovolt range. Okay, they send it out, and we pick it up in our homes as a fraction of that. Okay, and then every month we pay a certain amount depending on how much energy we use. Okay, and the amount of energy that's used is measured in what we call kilowatt hour measurements. Okay, kilowatt is power, and kilowatt hour is total energy, because it's the amount of energy that we used up in so many hours. Okay, so we're going to learn what the different, what is a micro, what is a milli, what is a kilo, what is a mega, what is a giga. Okay, those type of prefixes we're going to learn in the first day's lesson. And but take note that there's a difference between a nanovolt and a megavolt. Can be like almost 11 orders of magnitude. Okay, 11 orders of magnitude means that you've got a number that's down to 0, 0, 0, about 8 nines and a 1, 8 zeros and a 1, all the way up to 1 followed by 9 zeros. Okay, that's quite a big range. So the way we handle that is to use engineering units. Okay, engineering units, we go every third, 10 to the third, 10 to the sixth, 10 to the ninth, or 10 to the minus 3, 10 to the minus 6, 10 to the minus 9. Okay, and those correspond to milli, micro, and nano, and kilo, mega, and giga. Okay, so we'll learn all those things today, and tomorrow we'll get going with what electricity really is. So see you at 12:15 for the daily Zoom meeting that we're going to have. Okay, and I'll explain a little bit more and then. So let's get started.